I mean, this just got painted, you know. I wouldn't expect to see, you know, streaks like that. And I understand, like, when you're gonna wax it, it'll take a lot of this out, but at the same time, why didn't he do that? Why am I having to be the one to pick this up, you know, pick up the mess of the overspray and stuff? Not that I want to catch my license plate, but there's a spot down there I took a picture of on, you know, put it on Facebook, that's kind of dull from being over buffed. Get out of the sun. So I'm just going down the side of the car. It's a really nice streaky swirl mark right here. Hopefully it'll catch. Not a lot to see. May not be able to see it, but right about here, it's a little bit of, there's more orange peel than the rest. I'm guessing because it was far to reach, and, you know, can't put too much effort and stuff like that. Just gotta let it slide. May not be able to tell, but right here there is overspray, and it's nice and swirly now. Like they tried to take it off, but couldn't quite get it. I don't know if you can, hopefully the sun's really letting you see all these swirls. So right there's a good one. So pretty much they painted the mirrors, and they painted this part black because it was the plastic was faded. But I mean, as you can see, they there's a spot that's not exactly sanded, wet sanded to the best, and hopefully I'll be able to show you this. He pretty much didn't even sand or clear coat the inside at all. So I don't know what exactly he was thinking, or he was just lazy about it. This is actually on both sides. I don't know if it's like when he pulled up tape and it pulled a piece of paint off. That you can see right there, you know, obviously you can actually see the old paint underneath it. It's a little bit darker than the paint he put on here. There's some overspray right there. There is a primer overspray right there. Now, mind you, this bumper that's on here was the actual original bumper. You can see the difference in color. So the guy painted it, you know, obviously painted it. See if I can catch the hood. The hood's, you know, obviously a big area. You're going to see a lot of swirl marks in this part right here because it probably took the most work to get it, you know, sanded and stuff like that. I mean, you can see that right there. It's just, wow. So I'm just going to go down the hood. Something else I noticed on the hood is right here. I was like, oh, that looks weird. It actually looks like maybe paint come up and he used touch-up paint to do this, but he didn't do a great job of sanding it down to where it's pretty seamless, you know. There's this spot right here in the paint. When I had the other bumper installed, I noticed that, if you can see this, but the fender is flush with the light. This part, the light was actually kind of bulging out, and I was thinking maybe it was the weight of the aftermarket bumper, because it did weigh a little bit more than the stock. But when I took it off to trade the guy for his 06 bumper and headlights, there wasn't even a bolt there. The guy just forgot to put a bolt in. I'll show you pretty much what he did to the radiator core support. but I don't think there's a way to fix it. I think it's just pretty much you have to replace it and go through the pain of taking off the radiator and the bumper and all that stuff. These all actually have plastic tabs. It's like this right here. Sorry, right there. All it does is anchor the bumper to the radiator core support, so it doesn't do this right here. It doesn't go where I can't move it and pull it up. You can see right here, those holes don't look exactly circular because he drilled the bumper on the car without just lining it up, you know, taking the time to line up the bumper to the holes that are already in this part. And so now I can't use clips to anchor that down. That one's, whew, that's a good one, huh? Man, that was a good guess. And then, you know, the rest. This is all some kind of resin plastic, and I don't know how exactly you would try to fix that, honestly. I've been trying to maybe drill holes inside and do zip ties or something. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, it's pretty stupid. Can't really see the side because it's in, you know, in darkness. In darkness, it looks great. You're like, oh, that's a good paint job. But as soon as the sun hits it, you're like, wow, look at that. I took these guards off of the sides, and I'm hoping I'm catching that. This is actually in the paint. It's dirt. You can even see that at the bottom he didn't really buff it to the point of the rest of the car, which isn't an issue because it's not a point you see, but at the same time he painted dirt into the car. Around this one right here, you can see to the bottom right, you can see discolored paint because that's the other paint, or I don't know what that is. And you can see pretty much around the edges, it's not really sanded. There's a little bit of, you know, dripping. It's not really sanded it great. Same issue right here of the paint. I'm not really sure what happened there. And as you can see on this one, you can actually see the old paint, which I took a picture of. It's right there. And once again, this is not clear coated or anything like that. Another spot where he painted something in. Not really sure what that is. If you can really see it, it's just a little streak. It's just stuff I would notice because I'm going to wash the car. Not something, say, a regular person would notice. Over here on the side, you can see some overspray. In the corner, I'll try my best to catch it. Kind of see it right there. You can see it's kind of lighter in that little spot right there. That's overspray. There's some right here, some there. Which I'm sure when I clay bar it, it'll come right up. Just overall, just really disappointed with the end result. You know, I thought the guy was going to do a better job, and just think he really didn't do his best work. I'm sure he can do better than that. Once again, overspray here, and let's see if I can catch it. On this edge right here, see that's overspray. It's kind of hard to see, and there's some right here, which I'm not really sure if you can see either. And if you look over here on the window, there's on the actual mirror, there's overspray at the top. Just overall, the guy just did a poor job. My carpet was completely covered in primer dust. The whole engine bay, which I usually keep pretty clean, was completely covered in primer dust. So I mean, I got that up, you know, whatever. Overall, I guess I just would not recommend taking your car to the guy. He's always late with his work.
And you know, get it looking the way that it looks currently. This door was actually crushed in, the fender was crushed in. Not long afterwards, before I even saw the repair, the car was horribly painted, which is why this door has been reprepped. And probably can't pick it up in the video, but it's why this paint looks like shit too. So I am going to be chipping away at it with a hammer and a chisel. So let's take a look and see what exactly is under this bad boy. Big chunk. Whoa. Can't really tell because of the camera angle, but up in here it's basically nothing but Bondo shoes. But for the most part, this entire corner was made out of Bondo. In some places it was even about ½ inch thick, according to some of the chunks in this pile. Pile's pretty bad.
First of all, a guy who was selling cars, turns out to be on sort of street corners, asked me to have a look at an ABS fault on this vehicle. It arrived to me on the back of a recovery truck, and when right from the moment I first laid eyes on it, it didn't look right. First of all, the colour was wrong because they'd never made it in white in 2005, and when I opened the door, things just didn't seem right at all. What had happened to the vehicle, it had obviously been in a major accident at some point in its life and been very badly repaired and very dangerously repaired. As you'll see from the video, there's lots of issues with it. Bad welding, things not being repaired, airbags not being replaced. It really was an absolute to buy it by making a note on the forums and Facebook and things, but unfortunately somebody did end up buying it. And they tried to take this guy to court to get his money back. I think in the end he got some of his money back from this vehicle, but he did lose out on a fair old chunk of money. But the salesman had the car back and then tried to sell it again, and unfortunately somebody bought it again in Birmingham. They got word of the thread that the car was a death trap, and I ended up buying it off this customer for quite a lot of money for what it was really. And I wanted to buy it to get this car off the road because it literally was an absolute death trap, and I can't believe he was letting somebody drive around it. Oh look, no airbag light. Just check the airbag, just in case. Can't quite see. That's not standard Alpha airbag. And there's no airbag there whatsoever. Paintwork, the door is actually touching the wing when you open it. As well as it all rusted down the bottom as well. That's got to be what, 2 mil of filler? That's where that connect should be. And that's about what. Okay, the wing was being held on by one bolt that I can see there. So I've just undone that one bolt and let's see what happens. Now there's a little self-tapping screw in there, look. Can you see that? One of the bolts holding the one self-tapping screw holding the wing on. This is all that was holding that front driver's wing on. That's it. Pretty well. It's an aftermarket pattern part. No filler, luckily, which is surprising. You can see it's all been welded down there. It's all creased in there. It's all folded under there. I hate to think of what's holding the subframe on. The bad repairs there, welding. The floor is also sopping wet. Expanding filler. The floor is still creased all the way along. The whole side quarter has been replaced. Extended the hinge because the chassis is pushed in by, I would say, an inch on this side. So it means the door, that door open, you might not be able to see it properly. Look how far down that door has dropped. Show and compare it to the other side. See, that door comes out pretty straight, and that door's nearly touching the floor. The whole rear quarter has been changed badly. All weld lines all the way across. There's also had a line here, so the windscreen sat proud. As you can see there, it's all started to rust. Panel fit at the back. Fingers in there, all the way across. Kind of fingers in there.
Short run out of that. Sat here. What are you recording? Me welding? I can look at it without having to worry. That looks weird on there though.
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I've just seen sparks flying from the backside.
Damn, I gotta look. Pieces.